Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
E é isso aí, fala galera, aqui é o Lai. E aqui hoje com Gamescom Deliverance. Enfim. Vamos aqui começar aqui um novo jogo. Eu já joguei um pouquinho esse jogo antes, mas o meu computador antes era ruim. Então eu jogava lagadão, agora que eu melhorei um pouco, vamos ver como é que vai rodar. E gravar aqui pro canal. Esse jogo é muito bom. Bora começar. Modo hardcore, hein? Vou jogar com modo normal mesmo, que eu sou café com leite. O início do século XV foi uma época tumultuosa no Sacro Império Romano. Havia eu não vou conseguir ler tão rápido não, que a inatividade do rei irritou muitos da nobreza, bem como seu meu irmão, o rei. Olha aí, tá bonitão. Paisagens bonitas. Coelhinhos fofos. Owls. Mil 1403, beleza. Vamos acompanhar a história aí, eu vou gravar principalmente a história, né? Talvez eu faça algum episódio aí pra, digamos, que eu já sei que vai ter uma arena aí, tá ligado? Aí pra treinar, tá ligado? Pra arena. Já tô dando spoiler. Aí nesse episódio aí que não vai ter, digamos, não vai ter muita história, eu vou só deixar claro, tá ligado? Pra quem estiver assistindo a história, acompanhando a história.
God bless. Same to you.
Esse jogo foi o mais perto que dá pra viver uma vida medieval, né? Uma simulação. E logo eu que gosto dessas coisas de medieval assim, só alegria.
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Ô, louco.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Papai é danadão.
Henry!
Henry.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that?
Falando com carinho assim, eu levanto.
Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
That's nothing.
Lutar é bom, pô, nessa
It's
época
just a
aí, pô.
scratch.
You've been at that sword
não-
play again, haven't you?
Não saber
You
lutar
better
aí é
pray
uma
your
coisa
father
ruim.
doesn't get to hear of it.
É a lei do mais
You
forte.
know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that.
Não foi nada. Relaxa aí,
I
pô.
just scratched myself is all.
Tá tudo sob controle.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Bora lá.
A fine state
What-
you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Bem, vamos inventar essa historinha aqui, né? Primeiramente, eu acho que eu vou precisar cortar as telas de carregamento para deixar o jogo mais fácil. Nessa manhã, que você conseguiu ontem à noite. Aí está, por meio de duas primeiras escolhas nesse diálogo, você selecionará as características padrão do seu personagem. Se você não estiver satisfeito com elas, não se preocupe, todas as características podem ser desenvolvidas sem limitações. Beleza. O que eu tava fazendo de noite? Acho que o principal por enquanto é a agilidade. Eu tava
I went
dançando.
dancing
Sou um dançarino, rapaz. Quem me
Dancing?
conhece.
with Bianca.
Ah, that's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Espada, bora, beleza. Deixa eu ver. Por que eu estarei interessado em luzes? Espada, discurso. Mas de novo. Eu vou focar em um, tá ligado? Eu vou focar em agilidade aqui no começo. Porque uma pessoa. O cara com velocidade, o cara consegue desviar, né? Das coisas. Eu acho. Bora focar aqui. Tava.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that?
Ih,
And where did you get
rapaz,
a bow
zedou.
anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Só diversão, acredita, confia.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
Cara,
I
não podia nem.
promise.
É, medieval, mas tem leis, tá ligado? Você não pode caçar assim, não. Vá para o seu pai, beleza. Meus amigos estiveram aqui, estou com fome. Está com raiva de mim? Deixa eu ver. Eu tô com
Can
fome.
I get something to eat?
Acabei de coordenar, tô cheio de
I left some
fome.
breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Beleza, show de bola.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain. But he needs your help, Henry.
Sei como é que é, né?
Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good.
Tem que
He always
ajudar
has
o
his knees
pai.
ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Beleza. Você
Do you
precisa
need
de
me to do
ajuda?
anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
Tá jogando
It's
mal.
unfair.
Isso é injusto, rapaz.
Really? So where were you
Defendeu
until
os
small
brother.
hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's
Opa,
very
já tem
fond of
apoio
her.
até da família, rapaz. Vai
Of
dar
course
tudo
he is.
certo.
He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there.
Tá bom, tá
You'd
bom.
think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Beleza, tá bom, bora lá. Jogo salvo. Atingir um novo nível, beleza. Vou pegar um queijinho aqui, né? Sempre bom. Vou comer aqui da panela. Fazer um lanche. Vamos pegar uma maçã também, né? Porque só pra tem mais maçã, sopa de lentilha, pegar tudo. Pegar um pãozinho também, né? Vai que dá uma larica. Depois do ou vai que eu levo um fora da Bianca, tá ligado? Eu tenho que me afogar na comida. Opa, dispensa. Tem um bocado de maçã. Aí bora simbora. Fecha a porta. Algumas traduções aí estão meio ruim. Mas é o que tem pra hoje. Uma para a bússola. Beleza. Posso ajudar meu papai. Ou eu posso ir pra cidade. O ferreiro praticamente ele tá bem protegido, né? Deve ser uma profissão boa, né? Porque ele mora dentro aqui do forte, né? Quase dentro do castelo aqui, tá ligado? Então é uma profissão privilegiada. Primeiramente, bora fazer aqui.
Well. And now I see you, I hope it will go even better. Are you here to buy?
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Beleza.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias?
Vou começar por aqui. Agora por aqui. Aqui ou não é? Aqui.
Hey, Pip. Do you
Opa.
want to learn something?
No, I don't think so.
Vou falar aqui com o mestre de...
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing.
Não foi nada.
Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is,
Tá aí, é uma verdade.
I don't want to rot in this hole forever.
Eu quero que não seja a minha morte, né?
I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Bora lá, bora treinar um pouco aí.
All right, I'll wait on the ground.
É sempre bom estar preparado. Eu tô na idade onde se você vacilar, você morre, então é melhor você estar preparado, armado e preparado. Tem mais alguma? Ah não, acho que eu tenho que pegar as missões lá com Popeye. Oh, pai. Bora, fi. Temos o dia todo não. Bora que eu vou te mostrar uns truques de espada, tu vai se surpreender. Tô brincando, faz um tempo que eu joguei esse jogo aqui. Eu nem lembro mais direito. Vou ter que reaprender. Mas se for que nem andar de bicicleta, né? Que o cara... Estou pronto. Beleza, bora lá, pô, bora lá.
So, can we get started?
Bora.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Opa. Só se for agora. Opa.
Very well.
Aí peguei a
Let's
espada
start with the basics.
com básico,
Keep
claro.
moving. Your life depends on it.
Você pode se mover usando...
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never
Beleza.
repeat yourself.
Tem que ser que nem um ninja, né?
Now you're getting it. Very good. 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 Once again. Not bad. Again.
Tô lento,
The point
rapaz.
of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Beleza.
Good. Once again. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Beleza.
Not bad. Again. Good. Once again.
Ô, louco, tem que se fazer 3 ataques. Beleza, recuperar meu fôlego aqui. Vem, toma. Ah. Cansei. Fora de forma. Acho que eu não sobreviveria muito bem, não.
Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat.
No.
There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Você é o mestre por aqui, né? Beleza. Eu poderia tentar procurar alguma coisa, sei lá, algum segredo, mas ia alongar o vídeo.
Welcome, Henry.
Auxiliar do queimador, mas bora logo lá falar com Popeye. E depois continuamos aí. Vamos lá. Popeye.
What's the matter with you?
Qual o problema com
Didn't
você?
you hear me calling you?
Ouvi, pô. Só não quis vir. Às vezes você precisa de persuasão para atingir poderes de persuasão para atingir seus objetivos. Beleza. Você pode simplesmente usar os. No entanto, está falando, na Idade Média o status era primordial. Beleza. A roupa influencia. Reputação. Se você parecer perigoso, as pessoas terão medo e estarão mais dispostas a lhe atribuir tarefas arriscadas. Você pode confiar no dinheiro para falar por você, beleza? Dá para subornar, né? Você pode tentar... Beleza. Aqui tá dizendo o meu dinheiro, o valor que eu tenho que pagar. Isso aqui é no comércio, né? Isso aqui é o nível, embaixo aqui é o nível pra ver se vai dar certo, né? Beleza, tá bom. Isso aqui é mais garantia, né? Queria dar uma olhadinha.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy?
sucesso.
When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Beleza,
Her name is Bianca.
O nome...
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool...
Calma aí, pô, deixa eu falar.
Run along now. Work won't wait.
A última coisa que eu tenho que fazer é ir na taverna pra cerveja estar fresca, né? Beleza. Beleza, o M é o mapa. Beleza, bora dar uma olhada aqui. Beleza. Pegue o guarda cruzada no castelo. O que é isso aqui? Recolher a dívida. Essa arena de combate aí, né? Essa guarda cruzada, o que é isso? Não lembro. Por isso que tem aqui... vai demorar a ler isso aí, vai demorar. Já tô aqui do lado mesmo, bora lá. Conversar aqui com...
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
Isso aqui é o punho, né, da espada.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your
Parece
ass
que
this
o
evening.
jovem Henry não tem uma boa
Your
reputação.
lordship.
Magnificent.
Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Beleza, peguei já. Agora é só alegria, só alegria. Tô pensando em fazer Eita, eu tô cansando, calma. Pensando em fazer episódios de 40 minutos. Porque esse jogo tem muito diálogo aí, se eu fizer de 30 vai ficar muito pequeno. Não vai ser, quer dizer, vai ficar muito, não vai ter muita coisa pra fazer, né? Falei errado.
God be with you, Henry.
Aldeão. Cadê o vagabundo? Aldeão, cadê ele? Cadê ele? Esse cara aqui. Tô escutando machado. E aí, bora?
God be with you, Kunesh.
Bora, caloteiro.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Ih, rapaz, ainda foi grosso. Pague tudo aí, meu irmão, senão tu vai se ver comigo.
Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try.
Ih.
Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Beleza, então.
I must have misheard
Vamos
you.
partir logo
It
pra
sounded like you
agressão.
just told me to
Tô
clear
sem
off.
paciência hoje.
But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
Tô doidinho.
Whore. How dare you speak
Pra
to me like
matar, ele
that?
tá doidinho pra
Did your
morrer,
thieving
rapaz.
father
Vai
teach
dar
you any manners?
certinho.
No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Chamou meu pai de ladrão, rapaz, ainda. Ele que não paga e o meu paps, que é ladrão. Beleza, gancho, jab, chute, bloquear. Beleza, é o shift. Não é o shift não. Esse aba, qual é o aba? Sai da minha aba pra sair pra lá? Não é, não acho que não. Beleza, bloqueia no quê? Beleza. Tô pronto, pô. Toma. Toma.
No kurwa.
Vem. Ai, eita, levei gostoso. Calma. Calma. Ai. Sai. Seu buceta. Aí, tô. Eita porra, aí. Tô sendo arregaçado aqui. Por esse bosta, tome. Receba, rapaz. Isso aqui é a justiça. Eita porra. Isso aqui é a justiça divina. Não. Calma.
You're dead.
Vamos ver daqui quem tá morto aqui, já. Tome. Tá bom, calma. Descansa. Não. Ai, sai, pô. Você tá muito ousado. Toma. Recuperar o fôlego. Olha. Tô começando a pegar o jeito, hein? Tô pegando jeito. Eu vi um soquinho, mas eu tava aprendendo aqui. Agora eu ia dizer que tava dominando, mas não. Calma. Toma. Ai. Calma, cansei. Perdi. Ai, não, perdi. Ai, como é que dá o contra-ataque mesmo? Não dá ainda, né? Tô cansado. Calma aí, pô. Pega e leva aí, pô. Calma. Eita, na cara não, pô, na cara. Nossa. Sai, judô é proibido aqui. Ai, não.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Ih, rapaz.
Shit, what's this?
Quero saber não, rapaz. Vem, seu bosta. Acho que eu fiz merda, hein? Será que o bicho vai me entregar pros guarda? Enfim, não era pra acontecer isso aqui não, mas aconteceu, tá ligado? Se fosse um episódio normal, eu ia tentar de novo. Mas como não é... Comer um pouquinho, né? Porque...
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Beleza, preciso de um lockpick. Já peguei o machado. Pô, tomei uma surra do caramba, bicho. Que vergonha. Comecei mal, velho. Esse é o martelo aqui? Como é que... Vai, pega, baixa, pega. Enfim, peguei o machado. Vamos ver o que aconteceu aqui. Não, aqui é no J. Vamos se curar aqui, né? Porque... Tô todo desgranhado.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
Pensando bem, acho que esse episódio vai ser mais longo do que
There you
o...
are, good as new.
Senão não vai
You
render,
ought to
né?
learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Aê, mãe. Se a mãe que eu pedi a Deus. Tem que pegar o machado. Essa tradução do Google Traduction. Isso daqui não é um martelo, pô? O machado eu já peguei. Tenho que achar os brother, tá ligado?
God be with you, Henry.
I'll tell him.
Oh, tell you. Conhecendo os os cachaceiros devem estar por aqui, tá ligado? Beleza, já tomei um pau. Mas calma, pô.
Insulting our king. What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has
É que eu
done
não...
only what he had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade.
Preciso treinar aí os comandos aí.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate
Falando mal do rei. Em público. Isso aí tá querendo se lascar.
God be with you, Henry. I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here? Deutsch is spouting shit. What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be
Eu acho que não é uma ideia muito boa, não.
Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit. It made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him?
Oh, look.
Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
Bora lá, porque...
I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
Eu só vou porque isso é...
Are you with
Eu
us?
estou pressentindo que isso vai dar merda, tá ligado? Aí eu quero ter mais habilidades, só por isso. Vou fazer, eu preciso da sua ajuda em
All right, I'll
troca.
do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Bora lá. Para a casa de Dutch. Olha lá, só o peixe preto, qual é tua missão?
God be with you, Henry.
Good health to you, Henry.
Olha aí, eu sou querido na comunidade do Henry, né? Discutir o plano de ataque.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Não sei se eu sou esperto não, andando com esses três patetas.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense.
Vai X9, cara.
Someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Ih,
Thank you for
rapaz.
telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Uma hora, né? Tá bom. Hora de jogar uma bosta.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Cara, os bichos pegando
Nearly
merda
as good as
com a
having
mão
that
mesmo
traitor
e
in the
foda-se, tá
pillar.
ligado?
Nearly. Now
Aí
that
tem.
would be sweet.
Galera aí
For
tá...
Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, Dodgers.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Jogando merda na tua casa.
Hey, Hans,
Cê é
can't you
cego?
see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Eita porra. Uma merdada na cara.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that.
Bora, hora do show. Ó. Dessa vez vai ser diferente, rapaz. Beleza, beleza. Calma, calma aí, rapaz. É assim. Bora. Agora eu tô cansado. Calma, 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 calma. Voltou pra mais, né? Um já foi.
What are you doing?
Pegar pelas costas aqui mesmo e tome. Ai, tome.
The catch falls on its
Tome.
way.
Tome. Aí foi desvantagem, aí foi sacanagem. Desvantagem pros caras, coisa.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
É nóis. Isso está fácil demais. Que fuga, viu? Uma fuga dessa. Fuga na marcha lenta aí.
God be with you, Henry.
Sou querido demais, velho. A vaquinha que por onde passa deixa seu rastro de bosta.
Huh?
Estamos indo pro reino tão distante.
I'm not surprised.
Meu amigo. Isso é o famoso dar um balão, viu? Eu nem precisava de fazer isso tudo, mas... Lá, 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 lá. Glória a Deus que acabou, meu irmão. Bora lá.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Beleza, peguei os 4. Agora é hora do assalto. Eu já dei um pau num cara ali, então tá tranquilo, pô. Opa. Não contava com essa. O cara tá aqui dormindo. Bora na cara dura mesmo, né? Beleza. Beleza, não dê. Ah, tem o... Eita. Foi. Aqui é profissional. Beleza.
Welcome, Henry. Good day.
Se for pra você foi dia bom, tá bem, tá bom, dia bom pra você. Pra mim não foi tão bom não, mas tá bom. Tô com 0, vou ter que vender umas coisas. Sobre nossas cabeças o sol. Vou vender essas maçãs aqui. Vender um pãozinho também. Bora dar uma pechinchada pra ver se a gente...
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye?
Beleza, pechinchar. Preço de compra original. O teu dinheiro. Sua oferta atual. Beleza. Acho que eu já entendi. Vender isso aí tudo aí por... Eu vou dar o lance máximo aqui, tá ligado? Ah não, pague... Pegue 7.
I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
Ih, rapaz, deu ruim.
Good luck
Pra comprar o cavão. Ah tá, o cavão é barato. Será que ele aceita peixe inchado de novo? Bora tentar.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye?
Que tal?
What do you say to this?
O que me diz aí?
You won't convince me with that.
Aí, ó, ele vai, beleza. Aí eu vou isso aqui.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Pronto, tá bom, tá tranquilo, pô.
See you later.
Ia pegar, pra pegar quantos carvões? Acho que é só um, né? Embora peixe inchado de novo, porque aqui nós é mão de vaca.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with that.
Beleza, não tenho...
That's a sum I can live with.
É, não deu. Ah, eu tenho que comprar... Vamos botar mais de 9, então. 9. Beleza. Agora sim, agora entendi. Bora pechinchar. Você paga. Eu tenho 5. Vou pagar 4,5.
Sure, why not?
Beleza. Aqui tá bom, hein?
Agree?
That's not enough.
Beleza. Que tal?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Pronto, consegui um desconto bom. Bora pegar a cerveja do... E ver Bianca, amada Bianca, amor do Henry.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Oh, claro. Lógico que eu ia responder assim.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Aqui, bora lá.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But What in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough.
Muito, muito.
Sound
Eu
just
vou
like
precisar
father.
muito de espada, viu? Você
I'll
nem
be
sabe
going now.
quando.
See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Pode deixar, exatamente. Tirou as palavras da minha boca. Hein? Churu, chu, chu. Bora entregar aqui, eu acho que já tá 1 hora aí de gravação. E bora terminar esse primeiro aí, o começo. Sobre as coisas que você queria.
Have you got everything I wanted?
Tenho.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. And fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Bora fazer a espada, né?
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really?
Really?
Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house.
Casa recém
He was
lavada.
here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
E também a esposa dele não merecia, né?
Understand.
I understand.
Ter a casa suja de esterco por causa que o
We'll
marido
never
tá
have this
falando
conversation
bosta.
again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Sei, sei. Só que não, né?
Do it. Good. Once more.
Negócio meio perigoso, hein? Negócio pegando fogo, você com a mão lisa ali.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Achei meio frouxo.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
Não vamos reclamar da tradução não, porque foi de graça. Vai ter muita coisa errada, né?
And all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes
dando para entender, a história tá tranquila.
Only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa.
Teresa.
Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Tá rindo por quê, rapaz?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there.
Vamos lá, porra.
Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword
Ih,
is
rapaz,
truly
velho.
beautiful.
Eu acho que ela está tão na sua. Olha o requebrado dela.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Olha só. Olha lá.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Deixa eu tentar aí, meu irmão. Oxi. Fica cortando minha brisa. Tom. Ih, ai. Que vergonha. Deixa pra lá, porque não. Porque ele não me impediu.
Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Beleza. Papai é o bichão. É ferreiro, já foi
Once it's
lutador.
ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Bora lá. E eu passei vergonha aqui na frente dos
It's
nobres.
been an honor, says Svan.
Meu
Have a
amigo,
safe
ele passou
journey.
uma semana aí treinando ali
The
com o
honor
cara
is
e
mine, Sir Radzig.
pra
Thank you for
fazer
the
essa
hospitality.
performance aí vergonhosa. Meu Deus. Porra,
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a
Ele aí,
blacksmith might bring no
ele tem
glory,
ponto
but it has
mesmo.
its benefits, like keeping your head on your
Malditos
shoulders.
arcos e bestas.
I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Claro que eu preciso, todo mundo precisa aprender esgrima. Aí é como se fosse defesa pessoal.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
É a defesa pessoal dos tempos. Ih, rapaz. Ih. Deu ruim. Não, que é isso? Pra que a violência? É.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Eita, 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 eita.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Keep
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Papai é brabo, rapaz. Ih, rapaz. Ah. É. Caralho. Ver os pais morrer assim na frente do cara.
Find a horse. Ride to town, Lurk. Tell them what's coming. Warn
Ih,
them.
lascou.
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Beleza, beleza, beleza. 1 hora aí. Mais de 1 hora aí de gravação. Isso aí foi o começo aí. Se inscreva aí no canal, deixe seu like e comenta aí pra incentivar aí os próximos postar os próximos capítulos aí. E até o próximo.